I'm going to explain to you directions on the Great White Sharks blended learning stations. Okay, to start out with, the stations are located in a Google Docs slide. There are 4 stations. You need to make a copy of my McGuire Great White Sharks Google Slides document, and then you need to put your name on the first slide right there, kind of in yellow by the shark. Next, you will see on the first slide is station number 1. Station number 1 has 2 sets of instructions. It tells you that you are going to be practicing your Quizlet vocabulary words that are over the story, The Great White Sharks. I have a link here for an online timer that is a cute aquarium that you need to set for 10 minutes, and that will time you practicing your vocabulary words through the program Quizlet. Once that timer goes off, please go to step 2 and take the vocabulary Quizlet test that is online with this link over the vocabulary words. This is what you will do if you are at station number 1. If you are moving on to station number 2, you will first go back and you're going to reread the story that is The Great White Sharks that we've read as a group, as a whole class. And so the first thing you're going to do, it says, as you are rereading the story, you're going to record yourself in the reading by using the Fluency Tutor for Google. That is the extension that you have on your computers that you are familiar with. So you will, step number 2, go to the story, Great White Sharks, on page 919 through 925, and you will begin rereading your story by recording yourself through the Fluency Tutor for Google. Once you're done with that, you have completed station 2. Station 3 is a quick comprehension check to see things perhaps that you can remember from the story. Why is it important to have sharks? You need to be able to write 5 complete sentences starting here beside the bullet point. Once you're done with this station, you will move on to station number 4. Station number 4 is a time for you to reflect on 3 things that you have learned about the Great White Sharks. In box number 1, dangers of the Great White Sharks. Go ahead and put a bullet point, quick note of something about the dangers. Box number 2, locations of the Great White Sharks. Next to that bullet point, you will recall some of the locations where they are living. Box number 3, you will say, how big can they grow? Think back to the story, reflect on what the author has wrote about the sizes of these great white sharks, and include your information next to the bullet point. Once you have completed all 4 blended learning stations, you will have completed the activities for the Great White Sharks. Then you will report to me for the teacher-led activity that will be located at the front on the whiteboard.